And we're back with the weekly cosmic forecast. This is the week of August 19th through the 25th. And I'm Kaerhart, numerologist and astrologer. And this is my best friend, Sophie,
astrologer and your celestial guide. And
she is indeed. And if you aren't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel. We are releasing cosmic forecasts every single week. We're talking numerology, we're talking astrology. Honestly, it's the only place I know that's doing both.
That's right.
So you'll want to tune in, and we're entertaining and we're fun. We are your cosmic besties, okay? So subscribe if you're not, and let's dive in. So this week is a numerological week 7.
Whoa, my God, no wonder.
Wow.
I know, sorry. Not to be
Somebody's excited.
not to be dramatic, but
She's always dramatic.
Are you ready to die?
Yeah.
Okay, please proceed
So
forward.
7 is the most spiritual single-digit number. It's the philosopher, it's the seeker, it's all about being singular focused, it's solitary, it likes its alone time. So this week you'll want to be spending time on your own.
Yeah.
This is a really good week to study, to gather knowledge, to get more in touch with yourself, to meditate. Again, the 7 is all about going within. Like that's what the 7 is here to teach us. The answers are actually already within you, not outside of you. So all you have to do this week is get silent, get still, and allow the answers to come to you. So again, 7 is all about meditation and wisdom.
I'm going to be coming out of Vipassana, actually.
Oh, that makes sense.
I know, right?
So you'll probably be processing a lot of what was going on in Vipassana. And for those of you who don't know, Vipassana is a silent meditation retreat that she'll be on for 12 days. So yeah, it's very 7. The only shadow side of the 7, I would say, is that sometimes the 7 can be so focused on one thing that it can't see the forest through the trees. So just make sure that, you know, you're not being a little closed-minded.
Yeah.
Open your mind.
I feel like there's kind of something slightly like depressing about the 7. Like I feel like
It
there's like a
can be.
melancholiness. That's what I call it. The hum of melancholy.
Yeah, I think like melancholy happens most frequently in a 7 and a 9. But again, like it's not to punish you. It's for you to go within. That's all the 7 wants you to do, is for you to get in touch with yourself. And if there's anything you've wanted to study, like maybe you want to get Reiki certified. Maybe you want to book that Vipassana retreat. Like anything that's spiritual that you've been interested in, that you want to learn more about, even if it's just reading a book, like The Untethered Soul. Highly recommend
one of my faves.
It is the best.
So good.
Yeah, so good. Codependency No More, also a good one. Yeah.
It's a little triggering, but yes.
Yeah, we've read a lot of books this year. Anyways, I highly recommend doing that. And also, fun fact, because 7 is all about being solitary, it's all about going within and getting really, really in touch with yourself, like the most authentic you. This is a great time to write.
Oh,
and actually, a lot of famous authors that I know wrote their book within the energy of a 7, whether that was, you know, month 7, year 7. So again, journal it out, meditate, get in touch with yourself.
Yeah.
Carve out time for just you. This is not a time to be social. You will not be feeling social.
Yeah.
No.
This is so interesting because I feel like this week astrologically there's so much going on. I thought it was last week. It's actually this week. And it's a full moon week, first of all, which is full moon weeks are like very emotional, but even what's happening on the full moon day, there's like other astrological aspects. So like, I gotta like get my notes out because I'm like, oh my God, there's so many aspects. So like,
that's very 7 of you, getting those notes out.
I am getting those notes out. So we start off Monday, August 18th. Sun is conjunct Mercury, but this little conjunction is gonna be square Uranus. So I feel like I just spoke a bunch of like not English to people. So Sun conjunct Mercury. The Sun is our vitality, it's our ego, it's our identity. When it's conjunct Mercury, it's actually really positive. But remember, we're still in Mercury retrograde. And so with this aspect, you're going to be contemplating change because when it's square Uranus, Uranus is a planet of change. And so Monday, you're going to be feeling a lot of pressure, especially coming off of last week. where you had this like fiery Mars energy prompting you, where you're like, oh my God, I need to change. I need to change myself. I need to change my identity. Like, who am I? Like, all these questions are bubbling up. That same day, you have Venus square Jupiter. Venus is love, relationships, money, and it's going to be squaring. Squares are difficult aspects. Jupiter, which is expansion, opportunities. And so you might even be weighing two different like options of where you want, like what road you want to travel down, and really rethinking this pathway. So that's already like just Monday, okay? I haven't even gotten to the full moon stuff, which is happening August 19th on Tuesday. Full moons are really powerful energies. Full moons are all about releasing. They're emotional. And this one, in both Western and in Vedic, it's in Aquarius, which is the original sign of innovation, change. And it's specifically in the lunar mansion, Dhanishta, which translates to wealthy. So it's really interesting because it's an auspicious, like positive, wealthy vibe, but then you have all these other cosmic energies around us, especially the 7 energy, which is about the like inward and getting really contemplative and introspective about your life, yourself, your existential being, which actually aligns nicely with Aquarius energy. Okay, so you have this full moon hitting you up on Tuesday. So it's already like a week that's starting off very, very powerful and discombobulating in your existential journey and identity. On top of that, we have the retrograde energy where you might be rethinking your entire life and your past relationships. Okay. And then on the actual full moon day, you've got Jupiter squares Saturn. Jupiter is opportunities. When it's in a hard angle to Saturn, it's going to really force you to get grounded and think about, is this really the opportunity that's the right thing for me? And so you might be hard pressed with whatever does come through for this week. Okay, you have Venus opposite Saturn. So then you're also going to be thinking about relationships and money. And so it's
getting real serious about it.
It's like a cosmic shitstorm. It's a total cosmic shitstorm.
Saturn forces you to mature.
Saturn's like the
that's what it wants you to do. It's
daddy
like
of the zodiac.
Grow the fuck up.
That's
is what Saturn is all about. So when Venus is opposite Saturn, it's telling you like, grow the fuck up in relationships and
real
money.
With yourself.
Get real with yourself. You know, like, are you actually choosing the right partners? Are you actually, you know,
are you doing what you want to be doing, earning what money you're earning as well? Like, and a lot of people, they kind of are trapped in this mindset of like, I have to do this job I hate because it's paying me. I got bills to pay. I got bills to pay.
Insane.
And
how do people live?
I mean, they're not, you know, that's not living. Yeah. That's just grinding away for money. And no one should be a slave to money. I mean, that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
But all of this I mean, and it's the full moon that's literally called the wealthy full moon. So it's really going to force you to think about, what do you value? What do you want to call into your life? What do you need to let go that's not serving you? And so it's really going to, you know, force you to think about, okay, is this opportunity or job I'm doing actually the right thing for me? Or am I just like doing this because I need to get paid? Or I'm like, I'm in this place in life where, you know, I'm just comfortable. And so that's why you're going to get shook this week with all this stuff coming down the week. And then at the end of the week, Saturday, August 24th, you've got Venus square Mars. And that's another
fight with your boyfriend
or girlfriend.
This is a transit or for arguments.
Or your non-binary partner. Sorry. I had to shut that out.
Watch the fuck out when it comes to this transit. That's all I got to say.
It seems like this has happened to you personally.
I just know it's not a vibe, right? Because Mars is so like explosive and Venus is love and money. And when you have it squaring each other, it's kind of like, oh man, some unexpected argument, some unexpected outburst. Could be around finances, could be around love.
Or both, because they're connected.
Both. A lot of couples fight about money. That's actually one of the biggest reasons people get divorced.
Second reason why people get divorced.
Well, what's the first reason people get divorced?
Because they cheat on each other.
That can't be the first reason.
That's the first reason.
No way.
That's the first reason.
I figured
infidelity.
It would be... Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways, well, this week.
Okay, so there's a lot happening this week is what we're trying to say. What I do want to
what
say.
I was just thinking? I was like, I hope no one finds out that their partner's cheating on them this week and that it causes them to like, have this existential crisis. I was literally just thinking that, which is why I was like, oh my God. But anyways.
But if that happens to you, Ashleisha, you just have to let us know.
Oh my
in
God,
the
you
comments.
gotta let Ashleisha go. She doesn't want you to call her out.
She's here with us always.
But anyways.
Wait, I had something to say about the full moon.
Oh,
this is
okay.
important.
Yes.
It's important. So full moons represent completion and culmination of something, right?
Yeah.
And because it's a full moon in Aquarius, it's important to look back 6 months ago to what you started or were doing during the new moon in Aquarius. So this was during Aquarius season.
Yeah.
So that's a huge tip I want to give to y'all. That I always do that. I go back and track, and you'll be surprised. You're like, oh, wow, this thing I did 6 months ago that I wasn't really that conscious of or thinking about is now coming to an end or climaxing or coming to fruition, right? So definitely go back and track so you can kind of understand like what you're letting go of this full moon.
Yeah. And I want to like also add that there's a lot happening astrologically. And so if you're feeling really, really triggered or you're feeling personally victimized by the universe, that's okay because...
No, you should. You should feel personally victimized. We're all victims to the cosmos.
So... She's joking, guys. If you didn't get that.
Yeah, I'm obviously not serious.
It's really meant to prompt this deeper, introspective, the 7 energy, which is like, oh, I got to go inward. I got to go inward. And so if you happen to be personally triggered this week, I know I might, then like instead of acting outward, really go deep within. So that's kind of the last note I want to say because I just rattled off a ton of astrological stuff and now I'm kind of freaking myself out a little bit over here reading this. I was like, oh my goodness, I got to calm myself down. So yeah, that was my last note.
Okay. I guess I'll leave us off on something because I was thinking about this while you were talking.
Yeah.
It is a week 7. And whenever I think about the 7 energy, I think of Bruce Lee. I think he's like such quintessential 7. He was a life path 7. And he has a really good quote.
Yes.
That I think y'all should hear.
Yes.
This week is all about flowing, going with the flow, going within, right? So he has this quote.
Bruce
He
Lee
says,
me up.
Yeah. Okay. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle and it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Ooh, I like that.
Right? Be water this week.
Yes.
Yeah, it goes with the full moon too. So yeah, this is exciting. We'll be back next week. And if y'all are enjoying these and you want to learn more about numerology and Vedic astrology, Sophie's specialty, then be sure to check out the links in the description box. We got courses, we got reports.
All the great stuff.
Yeah, everything. Everything you could possibly imagine done perfectly.
Everything to transform your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to be your best self.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.